Most online coaches treat email like a checkbox. Write something, hit send, and hope someone books a call. But the truth is, email can be one of your most powerful tools for building trust, delivering value, and turning subscribers into paying clients, if you follow the right structure. In this video, I'll break down a simple formula for writing daily broadcast emails people actually want to read and consistently move them closer to working with you. Let's get into it. All right, so the email formula we're going to be covering is called the problem-solution email structure. It's very simple. Let's hop into it. So what I'm going to do is, in my email platform, I'm using Ambit, but whatever email platform you use, you're going to start a new daily broadcast, and then we're going to map out what this is going to look like. So when I say problem solution, what it means is we're going to lead with the problem to grab their attention, and then we're going to deliver the solution in the body of the email. This does two things. One, it builds trust with our audience by showing them we have real value to offer. And two, it gives us the opportunity to pitch a call to action, like booking a call directly in the email. So as we go through this, we're going to keep in mind a simple but powerful copywriting technique called AIDA. This is a technique that's been in practice for over 100 years, and it stands for attention, interest, desire, action. So whenever we're writing copy, we want to start with attention, meaning first thing is to grab their attention, then build interest, meaning give them a reason to keep reading, then build desire, in other words, give value, and then finally give an action for them to take to follow up on that desire. So by framing it with these 4 steps, it makes writing the email much easier. So again, we're doing a problem solution framework. So that means we're going to lead in the subject line and grab their attention with the problem. So I'm going to pretend I'm a business coach that helps other coaches write better emails and get clients through email. So I will come up with a subject line that's something like this: the number one reason your coaching business feels stuck. So there are 2 reasons we create a headline this way. The first is we want to attract the attention of people who would be best suited for our business. In this case, it's coaches who feel stuck. Second is we want to push away anyone who's not a good fit for the business. So if someone's reading and they don't have a coaching business that feels stuck, it's probably not worth their time anyway. So we want to make sure that what we're writing is only relevant to the people who would actually be best fit to be our client. Then the preview line is a great place to build interest. So the attention aspect, we really have one shot to do it, and that's in the subject line. But the preview line, which is the little bit of gray text that comes after the subject line in your inbox, we can build interest or some type of curiosity that makes people really want to click. So it does both. It builds attention, it grabs attention, and it builds interest right before they've even clicked on the email. So an example of a preview line that builds interest could be, and how to fix it with one small shift. Maybe I'll put it in parentheses. So now it shows that there's something in the email that's going to help them fix that number one reason, which again, they don't know what it is. So we've grabbed their attention with something that resonates with a pain they already have, and we are promising them some value in the email if they click it. Okay, so now in the body of the email. So how are we going to start writing this? Well, we'll start off with hi name. So that'll fill in their name based on what we have in our CRM. And then we're going to dive more into the interest section. So we don't need to focus too much on the attention because we already did that with this. We're doing something to grab their attention. Now, once they've clicked it, we want to give them a reason to keep reading. So the best way to do this is to make sure that we ease them into the email. We definitely don't want to put a huge block of text, even if it's the best, most valuable framework you have. We're not going to put a big wall of text. No one's going to read it. They're just going to close out the email and probably unsubscribe. So instead, we're going to make it really easy to read this email by doing simple, short lines with lots of white space in between them. All right, so here's an example of what this looks like. And again, we're leading with a problem because this is a problem-solution structure. Most coaches think they need more leads. Period, double space, but the real issue, another double space, they're not making the most out of the leads they already have. So this right here is super easy to read because we're doing simple short sentences with light words, no jargon, and then lots of space between each one. So the ask that we're making when someone first clicks an email is just read this first sentence, right? And since it's such a small sentence, people are willing to take that step. And once they take that step, then they're more likely to read the second sentence. Once they read that, they're more likely to read the third. We want to ease them into it and build their interest as we do that. Okay, so we've built some interest. Now we're going to start transitioning from interest into desire. And what that means is we're going to start delivering some value. We're going to start solving the problem. So we said what's the real issue is they're not making the most out of the leads they already have. The truth is your email list is full of people who already trust you. They just need a reason to take the next step. And so this right here, we can even make it easier to read by doing a ... and then following up on the next line with a ... like that. And we can make this bold. And so the bold breaks up the rhythm of the email a bit. If we want, we can make these both bold, but it's up to you. Okay, so we're now transitioning into giving value away. So now we're building desire for our services. We're showing them we're coming from a position of authority, and we're actually solving the problem they have in this email. All right, so just to save time, I filled out the desire section of the email. So that's where good email strategy comes in. Not salesy, not spammy, just simple, valuable communication that builds trust and leads to action. Here's the basic structure I recommend. 1, grab attention with a strong subject and preview line. 2, build interest by opening a loop or tapping into a pain point. 3, deliver real value, a tip, a story, a mindset shift. And 4, end with a clear call to action in the PS. So this right here is the core value of the email. It's like a framework, right? And we framed it as the solution to the problem that we introduced. So it goes problem in the first half of the email, solution in the second half. And by doing this, we create a sense of positive emotion or rapport with the reader. And that positions us to move into the final stage, which is action. We're going in for the ask here, and we're going to put a call to action in the PS section of the email. So maybe I'll put just a closing line here. It's not about writing more, it's about writing with structure. And then we'll say, until next time, and I'll sign off, Gabe. Now we'll move into the PS section. PS, I'm currently helping 5 coaches turn their email list into a client-generating machine. 3 out of 5 spots left. If that sounds interesting, click here to book a free 30-minute call to see if you'd be a good fit. And we'll just make this right here a link to our Calendly link. All right. And that's it. I'm going to just remove that because we're done with it. This is the email formula. We draw attention with the subject line, build interest with the preview line and the first half of the email, build desire in the second half of the email where we actually deliver a solution to the problem that we first created. And then in the PS section, after we've built that positive rapport with them, we give a call to action to book a call. You can rinse and repeat this formula in so many different variations. You can do it with personal stories, mindset shifts, or frameworks, whatever works for you. And you can do this every day. Just take an idea, run it through this formula, this AIDA copywriting framework, and watch your email list explode into paying client base. So if you're interested in a simple Notion-style broadcast email writer for your coaching business, Ambit currently offers a 30-day free trial that comes with everything you need to start turning cold, dead traffic into paying clients. That link is in the description. Aside from that, thanks for watching, keep killing it, and have a wonderful day.